my beautiful stars. I hope that you're doing so well today. So for today's video, I'm back at school in my house in Wisconsin, and I wanted to do a video all about how to list on Poshmark. Something really basic, but is a necessity to obviously start your Poshmark closet. And if you want to start selling on Poshmark, or maybe you already do sell but it's been taking a while to list on Poshmark, there's a lot of little features and stuff that I think is pretty cool to go through, especially if you're a beginner or maybe sell on a different platform and you want to try selling on Poshmark. So my mom was a beginner about a year or two ago, and I to her help, like I'm like her Poshmark guru. So I hope that I can help you guys and gals out there that want to sell and maybe it's, you know, difficult. I'm going to show you how to do it on the computer, so that's like a little fast if you're cross-listing, and then how to do it on the app for iOS and Android. So hopefully this will help you out if you're just starting out, and it's a pretty simple video, but I wanted to film this for those that need it. Okay, let's get into it. So you want to first start out by opening up the app, and then you can see the little camera and cell icon at the bottom. So what's really cool is you can actually take pictures in the app if you want to do that directly, and then there's also a draft feature at the top, which I'll talk about in a second. But I'm going to click that file icon and then recents and click the photos that I want to use for my listing. So you can use up to 8 photos, and here you can crop photos if you want to do that in the app. But I don't have to crop any photos, so I'm just going to hit next. And for a while it's been taking a while to do that. I don't know why it takes so long with that step, but yeah. And then you can select your cover shot, so if you want to like do a picture of your own, you can use that, or a stock photo. And then you can add a filter, but I don't do that. And also the thing about stock photos is that, like, some people say not to use them, but I think it's kind of your best judgment. But then you click title and you can start typing. So I do Old Navy, and then I do gray jersey knit dress or swing dress, and you can have, I think it's up to 40 characters. And then the description you have to have, and so I always say it's an excellent use condition, no noticeable flaws. I usually say that because I overlook each item, but every time, you know, I don't see any flaws, I make sure to state that in the description. And if it's not an excellent use condition, I usually say it's nice use condition. Just make sure that it's known that it is a used item, especially if you're reselling. Then I say the size and the color, and then what type of style it is. So it's like a short sleeve dress, kind of like a fit and flare style. Then I usually always say that offers are welcome, because I want people to send me offers if they feel like my price is a little bit too high for them, and then we can negotiate a price. So when you're done typing up your description, then you can hit done at the top corner. And then there's category, which there is dresses and all sorts kinds, but you can see that there's women, men, kids, and home, and each one has their own little subcategories. So I hit dresses, and then I have one. So quantity isn't super important, but I just click that I have one. This is cool if you have multiple of the same item and just different sizes. Then there is size icon, or size selection, and you can do your custom size. There's maternity, plus size, and petite. Right now they don't have tall, so this would be great if you want to do custom size. I do like MT, which is for medium tall. Otherwise right now this is just a regular sized standard medium, so I hit that. And then you can look up the brand. So this is Old Navy, but if you don't have like the brand name, maybe it is like a boutique brand and they don't have it in the Poshmark library, you can add it. I always select the color. You can select up to 2 colors at a time, and then you can select if it's new with tags or not. If it is yes, you can hit if it's a boutique item. This is not new with tags, so I hit no. And then you can do the original price. I usually do 0 because sometimes I don't know how much the original price was for the item. But I kind of knew because I used to work for Old Navy, and these dresses are typically $34 to $36. and then I want to list it for 19, and it shows how much you'd be making. Then you can do additional details, which is private. This is a newer feature that Poshmark rolled out, and it's nice if you're a reseller because you can keep track of how much you paid for an item on there. And other info, I just type where it's from, and then you can press next. But if you want to do a quick switcheroo, you can switch around photos and the placement of them or the order. And then another thing to note is there's the draft feature. So if you press cancel, you can save draft and then it will send you back to the home page. So then you can press sell again if you want to list the item, and you can have up to 8 drafts at a time. So I have 2 right now, so I click the Old Navy dress that I want to list, tap on it, then I can go up to next, choose if I wanted to also share on Facebook and Pinterest or Twitter and Tumblr, but I'm not going to do that, and then I just press list and voila, it is listed. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use the desktop feature on uploading your listings. So you can just singly drop your photos in, or you can cover them all and then, or highlight them all and then throw them in to the upload bar. So I am actually relisting this one item, so I copied and pasted the description and title from its old listing, and this makes it really easy for relisting, especially on the desktop, just because it takes less than like a few minutes compared to the phone, and I feel like if you just want to do a quick change, the desktop is a great place to do that as well. So here I am just making sure that everything is up there, and then you can see the category is the same selection and the subcategory is optional, but you can do that too. And then the size, the quantity, and all that stuff is all the same as you would see in the app. And the new tags option, the brand, and the color. So I'm just picking cotton on. And then the color is also the same, you can choose 2, just like in the app. And then the pricing is also the same. And then the additional details is also the same. So it is very, very simple and easy on both the app or the desktop. I would say pros to the desktop is that it's easier to relist as well as cross-listing, because you can just drag and drop the photos really, really fast compared to using the app. Alright, so that is how you list an item and use the draft feature on Poshmark. It was a quick rundown. If you want something more in depth or have other questions, don't be afraid to comment them down below. Either me or somebody else will respond to you in the comments. As well, you can reach out to me on my Instagram account, which is mollsrees_closet, and I can answer your questions there about reselling, or even YouTube if you'd like. I think Poshmark is a great place to start out reselling. Mercari and Depop are quite similar in the listing process. It's not super difficult, and I think that anyone can do it. So I hope that my video helped you at least in some way, and just know that you can list things for home, so like salt and pepper shakers, a clock, like a small clock, pillows, kitchen towels, things like that. I sold like a Pyrex bowl on there before because of their new home market, but they also do have like the kids market and men's and women's, and you can sell accessories and shoes and clothing for those. So if you have any other questions, of course, leave those down below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! Also, don't forget to subscribe because that would be awesome. Thank you!